What's up, y'all? Wanted to walk you through my current bow setup. I'm going to talk about sights, rests, stabilizers, arrows, kind of give you a full rundown of what I'm shooting. Let's talk about the bow first. Mathews V3X, 29 axle to axle, 6-inch brace, roughly 4.5 pounds. I've got it on 65-pound mods, 27.5-inch draw. So for me, this bow has been one of the best bows I've ever shot. Came from a Hoyt Vector 32, so a roughly 10-year-old bow. Just the changes in technology was incredible to me. Shoots super smooth, well balanced, just an all-around great bow. So let's get into some of the things I have on here between my stabilizer, my sight, and my rest. Let's talk about my sight. I've got the CBE Trek Pro, single pin with the aftermarket crosshairs. A lot of people seem to comment on those, not something you see very often. This sight is great. Tons of micro adjustments. I think you can adjust first, second, and third axis. It's got adjustments for elevation, adjustments for wind. It's got the dovetail bracket. Just an all-around great sight, I think. I've shot plenty of one pins in my time and multi-pins. This has by far been the best for me. Now I know they're pretty pricey. I think they come in at $350. I bought it used. Not gonna lie to you there. All around great sight, easily adjustable. All you do, break the lock, twist up and down. It's got a dead stop at the top, dead stop at the bottom to keep you from going off. One thing I've really liked about the CBE sights, if you can see it there, they have the metal yardage tapes. So once you sight it in, you'll do your 20 and your 60 yards. You match it up, and it's a metal plate versus tape. So as long as you stay sighted in, I mean, that thing is set. It's not coming off. It's not getting torn. I've had some issues in the past with cheaper sights where the sight tape didn't hold on. So that's something that gives this a leg up in my eyes. All around, really great sight. Highly recommend checking out CBE. Next, we'll talk arrow rest. I'll keep this pretty quick. It's just a standard QAD HDX Ultrarest drop away, string driven. Highly recommend. I mean, you can't go wrong with the QAD drop away. I know there's some other brands out there that people seem to recommend, but I've always shot a QAD, loved it, never had issues with it. So if you're in the market for a new drop away rest, I highly recommend checking those out. Super easy to adjust. I do wish, one thing I do recommend, if you're gonna get one and you have a newer Mathews, get to integrate. It does make a difference. I did not, and I kind of wish I had. So that's it for the rest. Let's go on to the stabilizers. Let's talk about my stabilizers. So I've got the Quattro Archery Vulcan Pro set, 10-inch bar up front on a standard quick disconnect, and then an 8-inch bar in the back. Something that I have found I liked about these is they're super lightweight. Front bar without the weights on comes in at 3.6 ounces, and the back bar comes in at 3.2. So I've got 3 1-ounce weights on the front, 3 1-ounce weights on the back. One thing I've really noticed is with the back bar, with these longer bars up front, really has helped my float. I found these to be super high grade. I've beat them up. I've fallen in the woods with them. I mean, they're still holding true. No bends, no scratches. Something I noticed with old stabilizers. I used to shoot bee stingers, and they would get bent, they would break. So really fell in love with the quality on these. Love the colors, love the build. Smaller company. Definitely recommend checking them out. They've been a great stabilizer for me. I think they might work for you too. So let's talk about my arrows. I'm shooting the RIP TKO 300 V1s with a DCA sabre vane on the back with a little helical to it. My arrow comes in at 479 grains at a 15.8 FOC. This is the first year I've really built out an arrow that I think will be best for me. I'm shooting kudu single bevel left broadheads, so having something that's really going to pack a punch, that FOC, I thought was going to be important for me this year. Highly recommend these arrows. They fly true, they're durable, check them out if you're interested in something new. I am, however, I think going to move away from the DCA sabre vanes. Something I'm looking at is more of a max stealth, something that doesn't require such a strong helical to really get the benefit for it. I have noticed they recommend, I believe, a 2.5 to a 3.5 helical to really get the max benefit out of these vanes. So something I'm going to try. I'm going to put together a couple different arrows with some different vane setups and see what flies best for me. Well guys, I appreciate you watching. That's my V3X build, Quattro stabilizers, CVE sight, QAD rest. Let me know if you've got any questions in the comments. I'm more than happy to give you some of the technical specs, price ranges, anything like that on any of these products. If you like what you saw, please like, subscribe, comment. Helps the video. I'm trying out some of this longer form content for the first time. So until next time, I appreciate y'all.